Are there ghosts in castles? Yes, that's me saying yes, and we've already covered a few of them before. But today let's explore a haunted castle. So grab your ghost hunting gear because it's time to talk about a spooky castle. Located in the French town of Sauer is Sauer Castle, or Château de Sauer. It was built in 1284 by Peter I, Lord of Sauer. The castle had a long history as a residence for many noble families throughout France, and it changed hands so many times it's difficult to list them all here. It was originally built as a fortress, but was later converted into a home for royalty. It has 7 towers and high walls surrounding the property. Over the years, parts of the castle were destroyed but then restored. By the late 19th century, most of the castle was in ruins until Octave de Lavelle purchased it in 1906. He began to restore it. He made a lot of progress and even opened it up to guests. Then in 1934, it was sold to the current owners who continued with the restoration. Today, it is still privately owned and not open to the public. But on to the ghost story now. There are only 2 ghosts rumored to haunt this castle. The first one is said to be a woman named Margaret of Burgundy. She was born in 1443 and died in 1482. Her death is what makes her story so sad, and people believe she's haunting the castle because of it. You see, she never wanted to marry. She just wanted to live her life as a nun. Sadly, though, her father didn't agree. At the age of 15, he married her off to the Duke of Berry. She resisted having sexual relations with him. And when he forced himself onto her, she scratched up his face really badly. Enraged, the Duke left her and went to war. When he returned, he brought back an executioner and forced her to watch as they killed her servants. He then locked her in the dungeon, and after a while, he came back down and offered her a choice. She could either admit that she was a witch and renounce God, or she would die by hanging. Now, although she denied everything, he didn't believe her. The Duke ordered her to be hanged, and he did something terrible afterwards. He cut off her head and paraded it around the city. They say her ghost wanders the dungeon where she was held, and can often be seen at night dragging herself closer and closer to the top of the tower, never reaching the exit. They also say, if you stand at the very top of the tower and listen closely, you can hear the sound of her dragging herself up the stairs. People also report hearing the sounds of screaming and footsteps. In addition to that, there have been reports of strange mists appearing near the dungeon staircase. However, there is another ghost that's rumored to appear as well. She appears as a transparent figure wearing 18th century clothing. She stands at the top of the main staircase and gazes down into the courtyard. Some believe that she's Margaret of Burgundy, but no one knows for sure. Now, why do I think this ghost story is true? Well, I'm going to tell you. No one's ever been executed in that castle. That doesn't mean people haven't been killed there, but no one has ever been publicly executed. I don't know why that would matter to a ghost, but I feel like if someone was killed for a crime they didn't commit, they'd want to make it known. However, that doesn't mean that she isn't there at all. She could be a ghost, but perhaps she's someone else that was killed inside the castle. If she is, I wonder how many more secrets this castle holds. The other ghost, the lady in the 18th century dress, could absolutely be Margaret. I feel like if someone died in a certain place, their soul may linger there, but they may also move on. But then, sometimes they return. Maybe she's Margaret, maybe she isn't. But one thing I will say is that this castle has definitely seen some stuff. It was used as a fortress, so obviously people died there. But seeing as there are only 2 ghosts and the castle was lived in for centuries, I find it hard to believe that those are the only 2. Either way, though, it's a beautiful castle and I hope to visit one day. Thank you for watching. Now I'm going to ask you guys for a big favor. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Also subscribe for more videos about mysterious places. Most of you watching are not subscribed and it helps my channel out a lot. Leave a comment if you want to and check out one of my other videos right here. I'll see you next time. Bye.